Right now, live at 5.
Future of the former Duluth Central High School after another attempt to sell falls through.
Plus, why $5 million in grant money could bring a big boost to Duluth tourism. And star NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers says he'll stay in Green Bay. Why there's some confusion tonight, though, over for how long and for how much.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Welcome to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. We're taking a look over Central High School in Duluth. Yesterday, the city announced the sale of the land had fallen through, leaving the future of the property up in the air. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. Tonight, we're hearing from the city and a real estate agent after that Twin Cities-based developer backed out of buying the vacant Central High School property on the hill.
In a statement last night, Saturday Properties blamed their decision on rising construction costs, market conditions, and city expectations they say created too many barriers for the project. The Duluth School District had already agreed to sell them part of the 52 acres for about $7.4 million.
We reached out to the city to learn more about those apparent barriers and expectations. They declined our request for an interview, but shared a statement with us. In it, they wrote that while they are overall supportive of the redevelopment, they can't make exemptions to legal requirements or codes associated with the size and scope of the project.
Hoping to learn more about that tonight and about what comes next, CBS 3's Natalie Grant spoke with the Duluth commercial real estate company listing the land to learn more about the city's expectations.
Kristen, Briggs, some disappointing news for everyone involved in this project. The building and lot have been sitting vacant for the past 10-plus years, waiting for someone to develop it until Saturday Properties made that purchase for $7.4 million last summer. Greg Fulmer with Fulmer Commercial Real Estate has been marketing the school's district's land for the last 3 years. He says they have had many interested in the property, but the biggest hurdle is finding someone with the financial capacity to develop it. Fulmer said that he was confident Saturday Properties was that developer, but as conversations went on, there were some hurdles with rising costs along with the needed financial assistance they wanted on city taxes.
That plus constraints that are placed on any buyer that comes in and says, I want a TIF district. The city is then saying, hey, if you're gonna take some of our money, we're gonna place some requirement on those uses. In other words, we'd like to see some affordable housing with it.
Now, Saturday Properties released plans last month about what they would like to do with that site. They illustrated 440 housing units comprised of apartments and townhomes, none indicated to be low income or affordable housing options. Fulmer says while this is a bummer for the future of the site, he's confident that they'll be able to find a new developer for the property soon. He says the district still plans to start developing their new transportation and facilities site on that land, which includes demolishing the old school building in the next year or so. He says once the demolition of the school is complete, it will be shovel ready, making it more appealing to buyers. Kristen.
All right, thanks, Natalie. And we'll be sure to let you know when that demolition will be taking place as soon as more information is available.
Some good news for a massive infrastructure project in the Twin Ports that Duluth leaders say will bring a big boost for tourism. Here's a live look at the harbor behind the deck tonight. Today, the city learned they'll be getting a $5 million grant to restore the seawall there. City leaders say the wall is more than 100 years old and it's been failing badly. They say it's important that they fix it up to stop water from rushing over the wall and damaging the road, the deck, or other infrastructure. But with 7 cruise ships expected to dock there throughout this summer, this project also brings another big benefit.
The bonus is that we're doing it in a manner that will allow us to use that public waterfront in a way that is more beneficial to the community than it has been in the past.
The grant, which is funded through CARES Act money, is from the U.S. Department of Commerce. About $3 million in state bonding will also go toward the project. Work should start later this spring and then wrap up by the end of the year. City leaders say the cruise ships will anchor out in the bay and then shuttle travelers onto shore until the project is done.
Wisconsin lawmakers gavelled in and then quickly ended a special session today. Governor Tony Evers announced the special session during his State of the State address last month. He wanted lawmakers to approve his plan to send taxpayers $150 in refunds with the state's budget surplus. Senate President Chris Kapanga, a Republican, banged the gavel to start the special session this morning and then immediately banged it again to end it. The same happened in the state assembly today. That means the governor's proposed payouts won't be going to Wisconsinites.
After 45 days of uncertainty, Aaron Rodgers has made up his mind about where he'll be playing football next year.
Duncan Goldberg joins us now to sort through what's going on with Rodgers and the Packers. Duncan.
Here we go again. Let the pain train continue for the Vikings fans because the back-to-back MVP is on his way back to Green Bay. The news was first reported by the Pat McAfee show this morning that Aaron Rodgers will be staying with the Packers. Since their loss to the 49ers back in January, Rodgers has dominated the NFL offseason discussions. There was a report from NFL Network valuing Rodgers' contract extension in the 4-year, $200 million range. Rodgers himself confirmed on Twitter that that information is false and that the actual dollar amount has not yet been agreed upon, but he did confirm he will be a Packer next season. As a result, multiple national media outlets are reporting that the Green Bay Packers have franchise tagged Davante Adams, so he'll be sticking around as well. So we know that Rodgers will be back in green and gold next year, along with one of the league's premier wide receivers, which also means the Vikings will probably not be winning the North title once again. Sad face for me, sad face for probably you two as well, but Packers are just...
A little presumptuous, Duncan, I think.
Let's get a little optimism,
No optimism
for the poor Vikings.
Oh, Dave, at least we saw another nice day out there today, huh?
Any given Sunday, that's what I say to Duncan there. Any given Tuesday, well, we just might get some flurries. Let's take a live look up towards the Effie area where the sky is gray and the terrain is white because, of course, winter is still rolling around our region. The gray sky is from an Alberta clipper that is coming our way, and it's running along the Canadian border, kicking up a 30% chance for flurries for Minnesota tonight. Wisconsin and UP, just a 20% chance. And I'll show a chart on how much could fall later on, but what's going to fall behind that cold front is a cool down that could be with us beginning on Wednesday. So the normal is around 33. We'll only get half of that for several days. And I'll talk about how many days that's going to last for a while as well. But first, we're going to fire up the short-term forecast, which says tonight we're going to see that cold front already start to knock temperatures down. 8 above is what we can expect in the Twin Ports. Could be cooler inland, especially for Minnesota. 30% chance for flurries. May not add up to much, but could be enough to slick up the roadways. Then for Wednesday, of course, the clipper goes. Higher pressure from Canada pushes in along with that cold front. And so the high temp, only 16 degrees with a mostly sunny sky. We're supposed to be around 33 this time of year. When will we get back to normal? I think we can put a target date on that with the 7-day forecast, which I will unveil in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a local thrift shop is giving back to those in need. Plus, the Minnesota DNR needs your help. City by City is up next.
At the DTA, we're making your bus ride even safer. You can now buy your ticket anytime, anywhere, using the new MyDTA app for mobile fare payment and trip planning. Contactless, safe, convenient.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219. With Bath Planet, you get industry-leading products to modernize your bathroom with personalized options to fit your needs. Bath Planet has custom-built showers, baths, and maintenance-free wall surrounds with over 100 different colors and styles. Our certified installers can be done in as little as a day using products backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and a matching labor warranty. Right now, you can receive 10% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Bath Planet, out-of-this-world service, down-to-earth price.
When it comes to sports, there's one guy who's dunking on the competition. For all your local sports, Duncan Goldberg, evenings on live, local CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Two Harbors on this mild Tuesday. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region.
A cook-off fundraiser is in need of chefs, plus the DNR is asking for your help in bettering county lakes. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Calling all Northland anglers, the Minnesota DNR is asking for your input on a few local lakes. The DNR Finland Area Fisheries Office is taking a look into their current management plans in hopes of bettering lakes in Cook and Lake counties. 4 lakes are in question: Toohey Lake, DeLay Lake, Silver Island Lake, and Stewart Lake. You can submit your thoughts and comments by email or phone through this month. We'll have the DNR's contact information on our website. Just click the Community tab, then head to City by City. Heading over to Cloquet, the 16th annual Moyaka Cook-Off kicks off this Sunday. This year, the fundraiser will benefit the Carleton County Historical Society. The event will be held at the Northeastern Hotel from noon to 4 p.m. Tickets are $9 at the door, but if you buy your tickets in advance, they are only $8. And by the way, they are still in need of chefs. If you have a soup recipe you think could win it all, we'll have a link to the entry form on our website. And an Iron Range thrift store is asking for your help as they prepare to give back to homeless shelters across the Twin Ports. Northern Frontiers Thrift Store in Babbitt accepts donations for everyday supplies such as gently used backpacks, cleaning supplies, canned foods, and sleeping bags. You can deliver your donations to Northern Frontiers Thrift on Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Wednesday through Saturday 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The donations will be delivered to the Ruth House in Superior by the Ministry of Reconciliation this Saturday. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, today President Biden tightened the economic pressure on Russia. We'll explain his plan next.
Today's high temp in Duluth hit 34 degrees, 1 degree warmer than the normal of 33. Tomorrow's highs about half of that. It could stay that way for several days. We'll talk about for how many days and how much snow could fall tonight. And I'll give you a hint, not that much. All that's coming up after our break.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-310-2570. That's 1-800-310-2570 now.
Russell
So, what does this have to do with law?
Absolutely nothing.
Just follow me. I'll lead the way.
There's always something new under the sun.
Oh, you just put me in a good mood.
CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, in this day in weather history, the streets of Duluth were covered by snow, a lot of snow, because one of the worst blizzards in our region's history came across during that day. That's what the Minnesota DNR says. If you do an internet search for nasty Minnesota storms in DNR, you get their list. This is on the list. Why was it so nasty? 70-mile-an-hour winds, resulting in 20-foot snow drifts. And of course, this was back in the day when you had to attack those drifts by hand and shovel them. No motorized equipment back then. And I've heard stories of my own great-grandfather up in Tower who had the job of shoveling the streets of Tower back in the day when snow would come. Man, we have it nice and easy now. And speaking of nice and easy, it's going to be fairly gentle tonight. We do have a chance for light snow, but it could slick up the roadways. And we'll talk about the odds of how much could come across here tonight after this look at the current temperatures. 31 degrees right now, Duluth International, with a westerly wind 16 miles per hour and a relative humidity reading of 50%. To the current temps we go, and they're in the mid to upper 20s for northern Minnesota. Hibbing, for example, 26. Low 30s from Cloquet to Moose Lake. Head of the lakes, 31 to 35 degrees, including a 35 in Superior. Well, from Ironwood to Watersmeet, we're running 33 to 37, and northern Wisconsin in general is going about 30 to 35 degrees. So today we were pretty close to normal. Tomorrow, thanks to a cold front, we go below normal, probably through the start of the weekend. The second half of the weekend, though, we will warm up once again. National Doppler shows Alberta Clipper right on top of us here with its warm front first and the cold front now. That'll cut temperatures down tonight and help stir up a chance for some flurries. It's only a 30% chance, really, at best, and we're not seeing too much payoff in the area right now. A little bit for some parts of the Iron Ranges. We had a little wave go through east central Minnesota earlier in the day, so the clouds are here, and the threat for the snow is still here. But again, it's only a 30% chance for Minnesota, 20% for Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula. How much could come? Not that much. I'm thinking maybe a trace. For example, 2/10 of an inch in Watersmeet to maybe 8/10 of an inch for International Falls by early tomorrow morning, and then it passes away as our low pressure system migrates to the east and takes its flurry chance with it. Higher pressure, weak high pressures coming in, well, by Wednesday behind that cold front. It won't really clear us up much, partly sunny at best, but it will cool us down. Not drastically so, but cooler than normal. So high temps for the next couple of days in the teens. Overnight lows could slip towards 5 below. Tonight, do we get the 5 below yet? No, not tonight. But we could be close to going below 0 up around International Falls with a low 1 above. Conversely, it could also be as warm as 12 above right by the lake. 30% flurry chance for Minnesotans. 20% shot for Wisconsin and the UP. Low temps there, 8 to 11 above. Taking a look at tomorrow's high temps, 18 to 20 for Wisconsin and the UP. With that higher pressure, indeed, trying to bring in a mostly sunny sky. Minnesota, mostly sunny to partly sunny as possible. There, again, because the high isn't overly strong. High temps tomorrow, I'm thinking about 11 to 19 for Minnesotans. And then as the rest of the week comes across here, we stay in the mid to upper teens all the way through Saturday, like I mentioned. Friday, there's another clipper that could bring a very light chance of snow. But by Sunday, it does warm back up closer to normal, back towards the 30s. By next Tuesday, could be 38 degrees. That's awfully close to 40.
Wow.
You know, we don't want to jump on signs of spring too early because we're so often let down around here. But that may be warm enough on Tuesday for a rain-snow mix, which of course brings its own problems.
Yeah.
We'll track the system as we get towards it.
That's true. It has been nice, though, the last few days to be able to get outside and actually enjoy the snow that we've accumulated this winter.
Yeah, and that I didn't snow blow well enough. Now I've got to shovel the driveway a bit as that snow loosens up finally, but that's part of the fun.
I think you got to hire your son for that.
Good project. Thanks, Dave. Well, moving to politics now, we're taking a look at the White House. Today, President Biden continues to rack up the economic pressure on Russia, taking the significant step of banning the import of Russian oil, natural gas, and coal into the U.S. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
The U.S. is now the first Western country to ban Russian energy imports in response to the invasion of Ukraine.
Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine.
The United Kingdom followed by announcing it will phase out use of Russian oil by the end of the year, though it's not yet known whether other European nations will take a similar step. Europe relies on Russia for about 40% of its energy supply compared to the U.S., which depends on the country for less than 10% of its oil imports.
This is a step that we're taking to inflict further pain on Putin. But there will be cost as well here in the United States.
As gas prices continue to soar to record levels, President Biden has vowed to do what he can to soften the economic impact while also warning energy companies not to price gouge. A new poll shows a majority of Americans support the ban, and there's bipartisan support on Capitol Hill.
I think it's important to deprive Russia of that income. It's a very significant step to take to show the support that we have for Ukraine.
But the director of national intelligence told a House panel international sanctions combined with Ukraine's military resistance may not be enough to stop Moscow.
Putin is unlikely to be deterred by such setbacks and instead may escalate.
Hours after a Russian airstrike, a temporary ceasefire allowed some civilians to escape the city of Sumy in northeast Ukraine through a humanitarian corridor. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Today, President Biden called on Congress to approve his request for billions of dollars in humanitarian and military aid for Ukraine. The House is expected to take that up as part of a big government spending measure as soon as tomorrow.
Some local 8th graders showed support for Ukraine with a special performance today. After learning about the conflict abroad in social studies class, the North Star Academy Band and Choir learned the lyrics to the Ukrainian national anthem. Today they performed it in front of a large Ukrainian flag the art department created. Students say they wanted to stand up for peace and hope the people there are staying strong.
And we're trying to represent the freedom that we are hoping on Ukraine soon and wishing them the best for what is to come.
The art department also created a positivity chain to support Ukraine.
Wisconsin's governor is joining the call, urging Congress to help bring down gas prices. Governor Tony Evers today joined other governors in sending a letter to congressional leaders. It calls on them to pass a law suspending the federal gas tax until January 1st of 2023. The tax is about 18 cents per gallon. Evers says that would immediately lower prices through the end of the year. Gas prices in Wisconsin topped $4 yesterday. Proceeds from the federal gas tax go into the Highway Trust Fund.
Still to come, a Michigan lawmaker is working to make it easier for everyone to have safe drinking water. Details after the break.
I protect this house every time I step on the ice. J3 Insurance protects my house, my family, and everything important to me 24/7. Visit or call J3 Insurance today and protect what matters to you.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-476-5600. That's 1-800-476-5600 now.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Schwabel, Getz & Sieben today.
With Schwabel, Getz & Sieben, trust came immediately. There was a team helping me. They were working hard. They were confident. They were reassuring. They were in contact with me almost daily. They know the journey, and they're ready to walk it with you.
The most important value of our law firm is our commitment to our clients. Schwabel, Getz & Sieben. Call or visit Schwabel.com.
I'm Jim from Jim Peralt Construction, a certified TAMCO contractor. What does that mean for you? TAMCO's full line of roofing and decking products allow me to offer the best options to homeowners. The average contractor can only offer 10 years. At Peralt Construction, we provide a full coverage 15-year labor and material warranty on residential and commercial buildings. Nobody can offer a better warranty than this. Give us a call today to find out what Jim Peralt Construction and TAMCO can do for you.
FBI.
Find the motive, use it to get this guy before he strikes again.
Let's go, people. Clock is ticking.
Get out of the car and put your hands up, now.
I want to know exactly what dangers I'm leading my team into.
We have to work together out here, as long as it doesn't get us killed.
The FBI is who I am.
The FBI's are all new. Tonight starting 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Cancer research requires bold and innovative thinking. You may be able to help science uncover the next breakthrough by sharing your patient data and unique experience with researchers. Join Stand Up to Cancer and count me in at standuptocancer.org/countmein.
The Bulldogs hit the road for the NCHC playoffs. Don't miss out on the action when they face off against the Huskies Friday at 7, only on My 9 Sports. Brought to you by Essentia Health and Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
Flint native Congressman Dan Kildee is continuing the push for clean water for cities across the country from Capitol Hill. The congressman from Michigan announced a new bill today called the Flow Act. It would remove tax barriers to allow communities to replace lead pipes for a lower cost. The congressman says he hopes his colleagues can cut through partisan politics to help their communities avoid something like the water issue in Flint.
Lead lines are dangerous in the ground. There's always a chance that that lead leaches into the water. So our goal is to get rid of these lines, to get them out of the ground, to take away that threat. This gives local water authorities another tool.
Kildee says he hopes this bill will work in tandem with the efforts of the American Rescue Plan and bipartisan infrastructure law to begin the process of replacing the lead service lines. Kildee announced earlier this winter $213 million will be granted to Michigan through the infrastructure law to help begin updating the water systems.
Jury selection started today for the 4 men accused of plotting to kidnap Michigan's governor. The 4 men say they wanted to get back at Governor Gretchen Whitmer for her COVID restrictions early on in the pandemic. The judge told potential jurors today that this case is unique because they have to put a lot of political feelings aside. We'll be right back after the break.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health. If you're 45 years or older, talk to your provider about screening options. The best colorectal cancer screening is the one that gets done.
Now at Menards, save big money and get 11% off everything. Give your bathroom a fresh update with a new Moen faucet. Moen faucets are available in a variety of looks and finishes to match your style. Get 11% off all Moen faucets. Keep your new bathroom clean with our great selection of Liebman brooms, mops, and more. Save 11% on all Liebman products. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's that time again. Sneakers squeaking, balls bouncing, refs whistling, and fans eating Arby's Reuben while they coach from their living rooms. Arby's, we have the meat.
Find the home of your dreams with Homes by Edmunds. Whether you're buying or selling, trust Duluth's oldest real estate company, Homes by Edmunds, LLP. Sunday mornings at 10:30 on CBS 3.
At Miners National Bank of Evelyn, we know it takes knowledge, dedication, and teamwork to be the home loan experts. With over 115 years and 4 family generations, we have proven we have the experience to be the best in the business. For your first or next home loan, call the experts you can trust at Miners National Bank. Their teamwork is unmatched, and they will bump out any rough spots along the way. Make your house a home with Miners National Bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The 2022-23 school year is right around the corner, so mark March 11th on your calendar for the Bayview School Kindergarten registration. Last names A through K come on down from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and L through Z from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Register for the future class of 2035.
Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app. Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
Tonight we have a reaction after a Twin Cities-based developer backed out of buying the vacant Central High School property on the hill. In a statement last night, Saturday Properties blamed their decision on rising construction costs, market conditions, and city expectations. City spokespeople say they're confident that they will be able to find a new developer for the property soon.
And tonight at 6, environmental concerns are taking center stage regarding a new Minnesota manufacturing plant. Owned by Huber Engineered Woods, the proposed mill has been a topic of both support and concern for locals in the Cohasset area. Tonight we'll hear from those on both sides of the issue ahead of a city council meeting.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.